What's going on, everyone? This is the 2022 Specialized Roubaix Comp in the Rival Etap Access version. This is the red tint model. Retail is $4,800 on it. It goes in the size 54. Weight on it is 19 pounds, 2 ounces. Kilos, 8.67 kilos. Stay tuned to after the video where you hear a Freehub body sound test on these DT Swiss R470 wheels. Thank you guys. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video. Today I have for you guys the brand new 2022 Specialized Roubaix Comp in the Rival Etap Axis. This is the red tint color, as you guys can see right here. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Doesn't even look like the same bike from the weigh-in. When the sunlight hits it, it really does shine. It's the same color they used on like the Tarmac Pro last year. I think on some of their Levos and the Creos, but it's a very popular color. Looks very dark from the side profile, but when you get close to it in the sunlight, it really does pop. I call it that bowling ball color. It looks really beautiful. They make it in a red tint color, and then they also make it in like a carbon oil color, which I have a video on that one too as well. This is a size 54. Retailing is $4,800, and it weighed in at 19 pounds, 2 ounces, as you see it with the geek guard and everything like that. $4,800 is a brand new bike for this lineup for 2022. The reason why it is $4,800, it comes with the brand new Sram Rival Etap Axis, which I've done a video on comparing it to the Force. This stuff is amazing, guys. If you guys are on the fence about getting a bike, you're like, hey, I heard this is really heavy. The shifting quality on this stuff is amazing. It's very smooth. The new hoods on the Sram Rival are for the shifters are very ergonomic, a little bit thinner. They really toned it down. The cassette's really quiet. They add some dampening rings inside there. They did a really good job. Sram killed it with this group set. So if you're on the fence about it, if you're thinking about getting this bike, but you're like, I don't know about the group set, how it's going to perform, it performs amazing. So don't even worry about that. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what this bike's about. I'll show you everything on the bike, show you the colors. Like I said, 19 pounds. It is a pound more than what the Tarmac was that I showed off yesterday or a couple days ago. But the Tarmac, what the Roubaix is more for, it's more for those endurance riders, the people who are looking just to enjoy the ride, maybe go for longer trails, maybe find your own pathway, maybe go out on a long cycling jersey, going on some uneven roads or unpaved roads. That's a benefit to this Future Shock right here, giving you some compliancy. But yes, it is an amazing bike. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with the handlebar up top here, we have the Specialized aluminum hover bar or hoover bar. It's 20 millimeters rise to give you, instead of being a complete flat bar, it's going to give you a little bit more rise, so it's going to be more comfortable. It's aluminum. It's a 31.8 clamp bar. The stem on here is going to be the Specialized Roubaix stem on here. Just a regular alloy stem, nothing crazy about it with the Specialized decal. You have black anodized bolts. And then you can also see right here, you have the little mount for if you wanted to add the Future stem on here as well. I'm sorry, the integrated Garmin mount. So there's a mount you can buy aftermarket. It goes right where that stem is. You can put a Garmin, a Cat Eye, a Wahoo. You can put a GoPro. Son of a bitch. You can put all that stuff on there. Whatever you want. It's really cool. I think it's like $80. You have to buy the aftermarket though. But a good option. It cleans up the front end. Looks really good. Future Shock on here is going to be the Future Shock 2.0. That means that is the upgraded version from the 1.5. It is a hydraulic system. It's 20 millimeters of travel right here, so you do get that suspension. So when I push down on it, you'll see it flex. And then you can also lock it out if you wanted to. So if you're riding on some really smooth roads, go ahead and lock this out right here, this little cap, while riding. And this will make it completely stiff, so you're not losing any momentum if you wanted to. You can also do individual adjustments. There are little pre-dialed clicks, so you can actually make it firmer or softer depending on the ride. Going down to the front, you have the white logo. That's one thing different from the Tarmac Pro color to this color. It's the same red tint, but they just added white decals. So the white Specialized S, the white Specialized logo there, the Roubaix right there. It looks really good. They did a really good job with this color. Going down to the fork, it is a threaded through axle fork, so you do need to bring a tool if you are going to buy one of these bikes. You're coming from a rim brake. For any kind of disc brake bikes, you do need a 6mm Allen key to unthread this right here. It's not a big deal, but if you do get a flat tire and you don't have that, you won't be able to change your flat tire. The wheels that come stock on here are going to be the DT Swiss R470 aluminum wheel. They do give you tubeless valves inside the box included with the bike. They also do give you a charger for the batteries, which I'll talk about later, but you do get tubeless valves. The tires are not tubeless ready, so you do have to upgrade the tires, but it is nice that they give you the valves. That's going to save you 20 bucks in the long run. The tires on here are going to be the Turbo Pros, 700 by 30. Again, the Roubaix is more of an endurance bike, so it's meant for comfort. Nice wide tire. You can go on some uneven roads, but it's going to be very comfortable. Cables are ran internally through this fork. Down here you have the Rival Axis center lock rotor by Sram. You have the the Sram Rival flat mount disc brake as well. It's a 160mm rotor, 160 front and rear for some good stopping power. These are the new shifter hoods on the Sram Rival. We got a sun right here for you. So you can see, change up the graphics a little bit different texture. They're a little bit skinnier as well. I've done a video where I showed off the difference, but they are a little bit more ergonomic, better fitting for smaller hands. They feel more comfortable, more natural. They're not as bulky in the front. They don't have this massive forehead on here as well. They look really clean. The Sram Rival is a really good job. It's a 2x12 wireless shifting setup. So if you ever thought that wireless shifting was out of reach, you can have it now for the low price of $4,800. So also with the Roubaix, if you want to increase the height on here, you can add three 15mm spacers on here. No, I'm sorry, three 5mm spacers on here. Take out the future shock, you add them there, it brings this height up a good amount, so that way you can be a little bit more comfortable and be a little bit more higher up. This would be the mount or the different setup if you want to run mechanical cables, or if you had a Di2 junction box, this is where you would charge it at. This has wireless, you don't have to worry about it. But I mean, look at that color, man. That color is gorgeous. Don't mind the dumps in the background, but damn. Okay. Specialized water bottle bolts, 1, 2, 1, 2. It is a FACT 10R carbon. This is the best carbon that you can get except for the S-Works. This is one step underneath the S-Works. You have the handmade in Taiwan. Don't know if I trust that, but there it is. You have the 54 logo right there, and then the UCI stamp on there. You have this little red badge or red like graphic there. It doesn't really do anything to me. I probably prefer it to be off there, but it is what it is. Lower seat stays for more aerodynamics. With the Roubaix, this is a proprietary seat post. This is the S-Works Pave. It's a D-shaped seat post to be aerodynamic, but it's flat in the back. The clamp is located inside this little chunky little belly right here. So it clamps it down here. That way it gives the seat post some movement back and forth. So if you do go over bumps, it's going to give you a little bit comfort or a little bit of movement back and forth. So that way it is more compliant. The saddle on here is going to be the Power Comp saddle. It's a chromoly rails, nothing crazy. And it's a 143 on here. Very comfortable. The Power saddle is a very good seat. I highly recommend it if you never tried it. If you're uncomfortable on a saddle, try this saddle out, give it a little bit. The seat post is a negative 20-degree setback too as well. Most seat posts are stock. Cranks on here are going to be the 46 33 tooth chainring, so 46 big chainring, 33 tooth chainring small. This is more considered a compact crank, which Roubaix tend to come with more. That doesn't even sound like English, but they do tend to come with more of a compact ring, again, because they're more climbing bikes, more off-road bikes, more dirt bikes. It's more of like a relaxed gearing for these type of bikes. You're not really looking to kill it with speeds, but you're looking to tour with this bike and maybe taking on long distance journey rides. You do have the SRAM Rival Axis battery right here. This battery, they do give you one charger with this bike when you buy it, so you can charge both batteries. So usually you just have to charge the rear mainly. The front, you don't use it that much here in South Florida. It is a 172.5 crank arm. You have a dub crank as well and a dub threaded bottom bracket. This bike is a threaded bottom bracket as well. So it will be awesome. This crank is also compatible or power ready. So if you did want to add a power meter to it, it's only $350. You can add a cork power meter to it on the other side, and you'd be good to go. Going to the rear, you have the brand new SRAM Rival Axis rear derailleur. You can see it's just a little bit more bulky, plasticky. They just had to dumb it down. It's the exact same shifting as the red and force. It's the same software. There's nothing different about it, but the hardware is going to be a little bit more bulky. Alloy or metal looks like for the cage. Bulkier, blacker plastic here, you know, whatever it is. Just cheaper materials. The batteries are still interchangeable. The components are still cross compatible. You can use SRAM Rival, SRAM Red, back forth, blah, blah, blah. The only thing is SRAM Rival only comes in disc brakes. It does not come in rim brakes, so keep that in mind. The cassette in here is going to be a 1033. It's the same cassette that will be used on the Force. I'm sorry, it's the same platform that will be used on the Force. It's still using that SRAM XDR Freehub battery driver. So if you want to upgrade these wheels later on the road, you need to get a wheel system that will accept a SRAM XDR driver. It screws on just like the XD drivers, so keep that in mind. Yeah, that little logo back there, that looks like an equal sign, looks pretty cool. That looks like it's reflective. Tires in the rear are going to be a Turbo Pro 700x30. Again, a wider tire. They are tubeless ready. And then I have a Freehub body sound test coming at the end of the video. We all heard these wheels a bunch of times, but they are there. Rear wheel, again, a through axle 6mm tool you need to remove this wheel, so if you do get a flat, keep that in mind. Sram rival center lock disc brake, 160mm. Sram rival flat mount disc brake, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, that's it. You got the little S-Works logo back there. Very cool stuff. Bike, again, just to recap, goes for $4,800. Weighed in at 19 pounds, 2 ounces, size 54, 2022 Specialized Roubaix Comp Rival. Very good looking bike. This is a perfect bike if you want to get into riding and have a do everything type bike and still kind of be competitive on the road scene. It's perfect for that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys again so much. Check out my code down below for GC Performance YT for my merchandise. I also have Know What to Ride, the oversized pole. You have a code down there as well. But thank you guys again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Freehub body sound test on these DT R470 wheels right here. There we go. That's it, we heard it before. Thank you guys. See you guys in the next video.